Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fathaini Aisyah, and I'm making this video. Uh, I'm making this video to fulfill segment in the class Introduction to Applied Linguistics. So based on the title, I want to tell more about applied linguistics in my point of view. So applied linguistics can be described as a broad interdisciplinary field of study concerned with solution to problems or the improvement of situation involving language and its users and uses. Applied linguistics is using what we know about language, how it is learned, and how it is used in order to achieve some purpose or solve some problem in the real world. These purposes are many and varied. The role and relationship of the field of linguistics within applied linguistics has been variously interpreted in a large part due to ambiguity of the term applied linguistics. What is applied? It is only linguistic. What is applied to? Which is not an applied linguistic. So, in applied linguistics, the origin of it is commonly attributed to the establishment in 1941 of the English Language Institute at the University of Michigan and the coinage of the term applied linguistics to the creation in 1988 of language learning. I thought these developments have been influential in the institutionalization of a okay. I want to tell about history of applied linguistics. First, applied linguistics in ancient time. Applied linguistics has its roots in ancient studies of grammar and rhetoric. It emerged in Greece, Babylonia, and India during the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd millennia BCE, where grammarians analyzed language and its practical application is in teaching and preservation. Applied linguistics focuses on the study of rhetoric, which examines and teaches language and language production in relation to its real-world function. Ancient civilizations focus of language-related and uses, knowledge relationship, logical argument construction, and discourse production. The Greco-Roman intellectual tradition has significantly influenced Western rhetoric, with scholars like the Spanish studying language form and function in various domains. The concept of rhetoric emerged from Plato, who classified intellectual subjects into discrete units. Aristotle developed Greek focusing on persuasive discourse in legal, ceremonial, and what else? The study of their post-production, including ideas, organization, style, memory, and presentation. The Renaissance revived interest in classical rhetoric, but the and between the So the 20th century saw the new rhetoric movement which restored and expanded the original people of rhetoric. Second, the European origin of early applied linguistics. Applied linguistics emerged in the 19th century among Indo-Europeanists, with Erasmus distinguishing between linguistic and applied linguistics. Influential Indo-Europeanists like Jan Badwin, the Courtenay, Herman Hare, and Paul Regnault used the term applied linguistics in Russian, German, and French. The goal of applied linguistics was to apply linguistics in other sciences and the acquisition of first and second languages. Henry Sweet, Paul Pesci, and Otto Jespersen contributed to the development of international auxiliary language such as Polaku, Jen, and K. Vigor in the development of basic English. Also use applied linguistics to support basic English. Um, Study in applied linguistics in English likely introduced to the term applied linguistics in English. Early applied linguistics aim to distinguish itself from philosophy and aligns with the developing discipline of scientific linguistics. Its scope wasn't limited to language teaching, but also included to development of international auxiliary language and spelling reform. Third, early applied linguistics in the United States. Applied linguistics in early 20th century, North America was closely linked to the rise of American structural linguistics, which dissociated itself from philology. It was been it was almost exclusively as linguistic applied and had no separate disciplinary identity. Linguistic description were applied to the translation of the Bible into Native American languages to convert Native Americans into Christians during the 1914. The applied linguistic approach to language teaching played an important role in training anthropologists of folklore. Um, in the United States, one of the earliest attempts to apply insight from linguistic to language teaching began in the context of English in schools. Uh, National Councils of Teacher of English and his students, Sterling Adros, Leonard, and Charles replaced prescriptive grammar and descriptive grammar of American English, then based on the stage. Uh, was adopted by the American Council of Learned Societies and the Army Specialized Training Program, the National Defense Education Act of 1958 to approach troop teacher preparation programs. The most commonly recognized tradition of early U.S. applied linguistics arose in the context of teaching English as a second language. Rice applied linguistic approach, drawing heavily on the work of reformists, was chosen over a Richard's basic English approach. So let's apply linguistics today. Applied linguistic research is being enriched by work carried out in the Baltic states, Central and South America, the Middle East, Africa, China, South Asia, and Australasia and the Pacific region. Their contributions expand the number of new voices that document multiple sources of power in the interpretation, authentication, and repression of the concept of applied linguistics and introduce other than Western perspective and agendas on visible solution to language related uh, problems. One approach to understanding a field is to review the journal devoted to research on the topic, which one ILA. The ILA Review is the journal of the International Association Association for Applied Linguistics, founded in 1964 with a worldwide membership of X thousand. Not only the disciplinary, interdisciplinary field of applied linguistics, but also geographical, linguistic, and sociocultural. The inclusiveness of ILA is represented in a set of a critical scientific commission. Uh, Topics might emphasize learner and user groups as in child language, adult language learning, and sign language, or analytical procedures or method. Uh, uh, Interpersonal communication are highlighted in language and ecology, language and gender, and language and the media, psycholinguistics, and second language acquisition focus on cognitive processes. Language problems in professional contexts are associated with forensic, forensic linguistic interpreting and translating and communication in the profession, whereas other areas implicitly emphasize instructional issues, literacy, learner autonomy in language learning, foreign language teaching, methodology and teacher education, edu- educational technology and language learning, so mother tongue education. Uh, uh, that's all from me. That's all from me. That is about linguistic that my point of view. But um, but uh, a little bit I don't understand about why applied linguistic in solve problem in psycholinguistic, social cultural, and make knowledge not uh, and my knowledge about it I don't understand a little bit how to uh, interpretation linguistic in the scope. Thank you.